Your puppy snake leads a quite soft lifestyles and should stay away from predators or hunt for its meals, however it could nonetheless expand anorexia or lose its urge for food. Even if you could do a almost best task of retaining your puppy's surroundings in which it ought to be in phrases of temperature and humidity, you couldn't usually tempt it to devour. Of course, a snake that won't devour for an extended length may want to subsequently expand infections or starve to death. So you should determine out why in case you be aware any signs and symptoms further to the anorexia or you're in any other case wholesome snake refuses to devour for greater than multiple weeks. Why snakes lose their appetites in a few cases. Lack of urge for food is a part of a snake's conduct, however it may additionally be the end result of a hassle that you'll be capable of clear up with minor changes to its surroundings or food regimen. A go-to for your exotics vet. Natural causes that require no intervention. Your snake will lose its urge for food once in a while as a part of its lifestyle cycle. When this happens, you won't want to take any movement due to the fact your snake is flawlessly wholesome. It's essential to consider that reptile ingesting conduct are very specific from the ones of mammals. It is, of course, essential to reveal your snake's conduct to make sure that what seems to be a urge for food loss isn't a signal of illness. Molting is the maximum not unusual place motive of lack of urge for food. Your snake might also additionally prevent ingesting whilst it's approximately to molt or shed its pores and skin. 1 In addition to premolt anorexia, search for your snake's pores and skin to grow to be very faded and stupid and its eyes to appearance blue and milky. It won't devour for every week or so earlier than and after it molts. Other herbal reasons of urge for food motive that require no intervention include seasonal modifications. Your snake might also additionally reply to converting seasons with modifications in its urge for food. 2 Hibernation attempts. A few snakes clearly hibernate, and cooler climate might also additionally decrease your snake's electricity stages and urge for food. Age factors. More youthful snakes are developing and require greater meals than older snakes, even as more youthful snakes might also additionally devour as soon as every week. Grown-up snakes might also additionally devour a long way less. Causes related to environment. Snakes can react negatively to a whole lot of environmental troubles that you could effortlessly tweak. These include type of substrate. Snakes require the appropriate substrate, and it's essential to pick the proper bedding in your puppy. Some varieties of wood shavings, which include cedar, can result in parasites or maybe pores and skin rot. Daylight-darkness cycle. Most snakes require a particular daylight-darkness cycle to thrive in captivity, and it's as much as the proprietor to analyze the proper mild cycle for his or her puppy. 3 Once you already know what your puppy will want, it's smooth to offer it. Type of meals. All snakes are carnivores, however specific species require differing types and portions of meals. If you're now no longer positive approximately the correct food regimen in your puppy, test with the vet. Need for privacy. Snakes want snake hides, into which they are able to with ease disappear at some stage in a part of the day. These may be something from cardboard containers to artistically designed structures. Without privacy, a few snakes expand urge for food troubles. 1 Monitoring temperature. One of the maximum essential matters to reveal together along with your snake is the temperature of its enclosure. Snakes want heat environments to stay energetic and nicely digest meals. If a snake receives too bloodless, it turns into torpid and probably expand a whole lot of illnesses, consisting of a respiration contamination or pneumonia. Before you name your vet for an emergency, my snake's now no longer ingesting, go to together along with your in any other case wholesome snake, test the temperatures in his cage. 1 What is the basking location temperature? What is the temperature of the coldest part of the cage? And how bloodless does it get at night time? If you've replied under 70 stages Fahrenheit to any of those questions, probabilities are your enclosure is just too bloodless. Check your references for the proper basking temperatures and cooler desirable temperatures in your species of snake and ensure yours are as near the 1 degrees as possible. You might also additionally want to feature some other warmness mild or boom the wattage of the bulbs you're presently using. Undertank warmers are beneficial for supplemental warmness, however don't do plenty with inside the manner of ambient temperature. Snake diseases that can cause loss of appetite. There is a huge variety of snake sicknesses that could decrease your puppy's urge for food. Some may be effortlessly dealt with even as others have the ability to be deadly. To reveal your puppy to make certain you're now no longer seeing signs and symptoms of those disorders, in case you're now no longer positive, a go-to the vet is a superb idea. Mouth rot. If you've ever had a toothache, canker sore, or have bitten your tongue while you recognize what it's miles want to have a few mouth pain. Mouth rot is a painful kind of mouth contamination. Your snake will now no longer need to devour if it has any diploma of mouth rot. For if you aren't positive, in case your snake has a wholesome mouth, get him in for a checkup together along with your exotics vet. Respiratory disease. Snakes don't need to devour in the event that they have respiration infections of pneumonia. 5. If your snake is sneezing, has eye or nostril drainage, or is respiratory through its mouth, it may have a few shape of respiration ailment and won't devour. Give your exotics vet a name in case you suspect this. Intestinal parasites, better recognized as worms. Intestinal parasites are microscopic and everyday in reptiles. When they grow to be overpopulated with inside the intestines of your puppy snake, though, it could prevent ingesting. 6. You won't see those parasites, so that you should have a fecal direct smear and a flotation accomplished in your snake's stool sample. Call your exotics vet to installation an appointment for a fecal screening in case you haven't had one finished with inside the ultimate 12 months or you believe you studied it may be a motive for it to prevent ingesting. Obstructions and impactions. Sometimes snakes by accident get a mouth complete of something they are able to digest and get obstructed. At different instances they don't get sufficient moisture or their surroundings to defecate often and grow to be impacted. Both obstruction and impaction can motive your snake to prevent ingesting. 7. Warm water soaks for 15 to 20 minutes 2 times an afternoon might also additionally assist an impacted snake. Skip his stool. However, an obstruction can require surgical treatment to remove. Call your exotics vet in case you haven't visible stool skip inside an afternoon or so of your snake's ultimate meal, or in case you suppose he may be obstructed. Treatment and prevention. You can't save your urge for food loss absolutely, however you could ensure that your snake's surroundings is suitable for its needs, offering right substrate, a snake hide, and right day-nighttime lighting. Provide your snake with the proper quantity and kind of meals. Check to make certain the temperature in its enclosure is suitable. Monitor to make certain your snake isn't affected by respiration ailment or painful sores. If most of these factors are in place, your snake isn't molting, and you're positive that age or season isn't a factor, there are numerous different motives why snakes prevent ingesting, consisting of fundamental organ failure and ailment, systemic infections, and greater. If you aren't positive why your snake has stopped ingesting, deliver your exotics vet a name. You won't be capable of absolutely saving your snake's lack of urge for food. However, cautious commentary of your puppy in conjunction with right control of its surroundings can move in extended manner in the direction of assisting it regain its urge for food. Once your snake does begin ingesting again, be cautious now no longer to overfeed it. Overfeeding can result in a rebounding digestive hassle.